Professor's link to
Hey, chummers, and welcome to Once Upon a Tabletop, the gaming show where we get together and play board games and role-play the action at the table. My name's Bobby Frankenberg, and I'm just one of your 3 hosts on this show. Here with me also is my co-host, as always, Cliff, aka Mr. Johnson. Lightning question, Cliff. All right, here we go. Ready? I'm going to set up a scenario for you. It's you have the option to go back to the year 2001, and you can either go back to September and warn people that the events that rocked our nation on September 11th are going to happen, or you can go to December and impress everybody in the premiere of Lord of the Rings by like quoting the entire movie while it's happening for the first time at the premiere. Which one do you do?
Well, yeah, I guess I have to go with the obvious of saving lives, right? Impressing people at the premiere would be fun, but
I argue it's not as simple as an answer as that, because who's going to believe this quack who just came back and says that this crazy thing's going to happen anyway? So
sure, but if you have the option in front of you, you have to at least try.
You have to try. I admire that. I probably would go watch Lord of the Rings and play the Halo, the first one, with all of the other high school kids who are doing it as well.
I think I would ultimately die because I would pull off some sort of other lesser, seemingly botched terrorist attack that would draw the attention away and heighten all the security so that the actual attacks wouldn't succeed. But then I'd be like going to prison for terrorism. I would know deep
brilliant.
Down that
you would know.
Yeah, you would know. That's really what the important thing is. My other co-host here tonight is, of course, Oz. Oz, tell us what game we're going to be playing tonight.
Tonight we're going to be playing Time Stories, specifically the Asylum scenario, which is scenario number 1.
Mm-hmm. And, excuse me, now you know why that question was more apropos than you thought. Yeah, we're going to be playing that. As every time we have one of our Once Upon a Tabletop episodes, tonight's no different. We always have a guest, and that guest tonight is the inimitable Paige. I think that's the right word. I had to slowly pronounce that.
Unimitable? Unimitable.
Yeah, the amazing. I just didn't want to say amazing. That's too boring of a word for Paige.
Thank you.
You're welcome, Paige. Paige from Join the Anarchy fame, as well as Shattered Isles, both on our network. Hello.
Yes.
Paige.
Hello.
How are you doing tonight?
I am good.
I have we don't normally do this, but I have a question for you, Paige. It also has to do with time travel.
Great, tell me. Give it
So, if I were to go back in time to, let's say, 2001. It's the same year, funny enough, but for a different reason. 2001, and I'm me, Bobby, 35-year-old Bobby, going back to 2001, and I see my 16-year-old wife, that's the year that I started dating her. I was 18, she was 16. Is it weird and creepy for me to flirt with her? That's a stumper.
Well, I was prepared. I was prepared for myself. I was prepared for like, what would you be doing in 2001? And I was like, dude, I was like in kindergarten or something.
Right.
I think it depends on her feelings on that fact.
So we have to ask her.
Yeah. Don't ask me. She's your wife.
That's true. Really, the person that assesses the creepy ratio here would be your wife.
Yeah, because it was my wife, and I did know her then, and we were dating at the time, but I'm also 35, flirting with a 16-year-old.
Yeah, I don't think...
Yes, I see where this is the...
No,
I see where this is
I get it.
problem.
I get it. And in my opinion, yes. Wait until she's 18. But...
Not even. Plus,
Yeah.
I can only imagine what it would be like to flirt with someone that's 20 years...
That's flirting with disaster.
Less experience.
Yeah,
what if,
that's not going to end well.
Yeah, now what if you flirted with her and she was so creeped out by this weird 35-year-old dude who came to flirt with her that reminded her so much of the person that she was dating that she just, couldn't stand dating you anymore and you broke yourselves up?
Oh my gosh. time travel is
Just
scary.
you've just caused a.
Yeah. These, folks, these are the types of dilemmas we're going to be facing tonight while we play Time Stories.
Flirting with our past 16-year-old wives.
Right. So, of course, tonight's all about playing a tabletop board game. We're going to be playing Time Stories. And Oz, why don't you do us the honor of explaining to us, just very basically, because there's not much to explain, as we learned last night, very basically what people need to know while they're watching us play tonight.
Sure. So we are agents of time, the tachyon insertion in major events agency. That was created by a consortium which is backed by all of the world's governments in order to prevent catastrophic temporal issues. And so we are trained, and we'll learn about it, but basically the game is a dexploration game is what they call it. So every scenario, so this one's going to be Asylum, comes with a whole deck of cards that sets you off on a quest to fix something in a specific timeline. So for tonight, we will be visiting Asylum 1921, normal timeline.
Asylum 1921. It sounds like I was gonna make a really dated Highway to Heaven reference, but no one will probably understand what I'm saying.
I was just thinking of American Horror Story.
Yeah.
So the main thing I think for our audience to keep in mind is our time tracker. We have a certain amount of time units to complete our mission in. If we fail, the entire game resets and we start over, but now we are armed with the knowledge from the previous run of what to do and what not to do.
Yeah.
Which I think is really cool.
Yeah,
yes.
It's kind of like if you play a video game for the first time and you're going up against the boss and the boss keeps kicking your ass, and then you're like, now I know his patterns, so you can go back and kick his ass, and then you win. Then you got to do it all over again.
Right.
Precisely.
We're all Mega Mans.
Pretty much. Pretty much.
So, aside from that, I mean, really, the rest of the game and in the narrative and really the objective is going to unfold as we explore the deck. So we can get started whenever you want, man.
All right. Well, why don't we get started? I'm going to show everybody the game screen here. We'll get right to it. So, yeah, I feel like I want to explain more, but there's not a lot to explain with this game. You kind of learn as you go. Even us, me and Cliff and Paige, who have never played this game before, we have no idea what to expect.
Yeah.
So.
And actually, that's a good thing to mention. I've played this game before. I know what happens, and because of that, I have to make I've made the conscious, strong decision to not participate in decision making. I'm going to roleplay. I'm going to leave a lot of my choices, if it's specifically for me, up to the audience, and yeah, so that I can leave this as hands off as possible.
Right.
That we watch them solve the case and not me. But I will be your time captain for tonight to guide us through this game.
Right. That's my favorite thing, is being called the time captain. That's
When did I become the bitter old woman?
You did not. I just hid all of those portraits because we are not ourselves yet. We have not entered our receptacles.
Yes.
All right. So right now we're just time agents in the time headquarters, right?
Correct.
Okay.
So before we flip card A, do we want to talk about the wheel?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. There is a wheel of Once Upon a Wheel on every episode of Once Upon a Tabletop. You, the stream, can help us or hurt us. It's really up to the wheel. The way that works is that you guys, by interacting with the show through cheers, like giving bits or cheering, by subscribing, which has already happened once, I believe. I forgot to mention it, but Misfortune in the chat room, thank you, gave a subscription to us. Thank you very much. That does damage to the stream boss. You can see below, even though I didn't see it actually happen. But anyway, probably because we just started. The point is The stream boss is below, right there in the middle. You can do damage to it by interacting with the stream through by cheering, subscribing, even following does a little bit of damage. All of these different things. Donating by clicking on the tip or donate button below on the stream. You can do it that way using PayPal or credit card. Anyway, all of these ways you help us out and do damage to the stream boss. Now here's the fun part. If you are the one who lands the killing blow to the stream boss, you become the stream boss. Right now the stream boss is just the stream boss, right? It's the one it starts with. I think it's us, the Shadowcasters Network. So but you get your name in lights if you land the killing blow. But more importantly, once that happens, once the stream boss changes, we spin the wheel. Whatever it lands on is something that happens to someone or all of us or something like that, and you, the new stream boss, gets to decide who that happens to. So it's a very fun way to throw a wrench in things. We love the stream boss on this show. So. All right.
Let's begin, shall we?
I think we shall.
Yeah.
All right. A soft and restful voice fills the air, blanketing the small metallic noises that you had heard on arriving in this room. You are 42 seconds late. Try to manage your time better in the future. That said, welcome, agents. I am Laura. The consortium has deemed you apt to undergo your first transfer. Congratulations. The transfer caissons are ready. Before taking your places inside them, meet with Bob, your master instructor, and please follow his instructions. Now take turns revealing and reading aloud cards B through G, one by one.
Oh.
Your small group moves into the room, with two emotions crashing together with every step. Excitement over your first exposure to this technology that you've been hearing about since the start of your training, and impatience to leave this omnipresent base and discover other worlds, both old and new, to travel through the ages and across galaxies. Hey guys, it's not that we're in a hurry, but don't drag your feet, barks Bob as a greeting.
Oh, geez. Okay, Bob.
Yeah, I look around at Agents Bobby, Agents Cliff, and Agent Paige, and shake their hands excitedly. We're doing this.
I know, pretty exciting. Your first one too, huh?
Mm-hmm.
It's
Yeah.
a big day.
Yep.
Yeah, this
Testing
is
was rigorous.
nerve-wracking.
Yeah, absolutely. I've heard stories about some of the other agents who have done this, and I hear that this next part, entering the receptacle is pretty disorienting. But I'm very excited.
Yeah, from what I've been told, there's really nothing that can properly prepare us for it. No, we've all been working hard. I think we're as ready as we can. I'm excited. I'm looking forward to it.
Shake
I'm
it out.
nervous.
Well,
Hey, don't
you'd
be.
be crazy if you weren't.
They wouldn't put us on this mission if we didn't get proper training.
Oh, I'm confident in my own training. I'm just nervous. I feel like it should be. I think it's normal to be nervous. I'm excited and nervous.
Yeah, of course it's normal.
Your mission, normally reserved for yellow-ranked agents, comes from the consortium, and your performance will serve as an end-of-cycle examination. Your grade here will therefore have an impact on the rest of your career.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, shit.
Your
No
mission
pressure.
is to prevent the creation of a temporal fault. One tip: keep the number of runs to a minimum, as each new transfer costs a bundle and will diminish your success. And I'm going to whisper, like, taxpayer money.
Yeah.
I whisper to just anyone next to me, and I just go, "What's a temporal fault?"
Oh, jeez.
Didn't you read the manual?
That was like day 3 of training.
I forget a lot of things.
Oh boy. When all of those nutters stop playing with time, it'll be a vacation for us. Come on, let's go. Into your caisson so that Laura can take care of the rest. I, on the other hand, have other fish to fry.
Salmon.
Hmm.
As you approach the caissons, Laura's voice becomes muted. Agents, seat yourself in your caissons. Ooh, wait, hold on. I should do better.
I was gonna say, you have a thing for this.
Yeah. Agents,
Seat yourself in your caissons. Once you exit, you will have to use the timeline to manage your time in your transfer. Ideally, you make this trip only once, but if you run out of time, you'll return here to undergo a new transfer to the same place at the same instant. This is the very principle of the time log transfer. Your caissons...
Your caissons light up as you enter them, then emit a multitude of high-pitched sounds. Laura's voice manages to be heard above it all nonetheless.
You will be transferred to 1921, in what the inhabitants of the time call Asylum. We have little reliable information to what is taking place there, but we can confirm the possible creation of a temporal fault. Your mission is to prevent its creation.
Seems doable. On this mission, your receptacles will have the following statistics: deafness, agility, glibness, and strength combat.
As might be expected, not all receptacles are faced with adversity. And those you'll inhabit at the Beauregard are in slightly bad shape, which is why they've been placed there. You will thus have to deal as best as you can with their issues.
What?
Wait.
What does that mean?
Well, if it's an asylum, I would imagine that we might get hooked up with, I don't know, someone who, I don't know, has...
What's an asylum?
It's 1921.
It means a safe place. Like a sanctuary.
But what's a psychiatric asylum?
Psychiatric. I believe it's an ancient form of mental health practice of some kind.
Oh yeah,
Very barbaric. They used lots of chemicals in the process.
Yeah, my brother is a historian. He was telling me one time that back before all the genetic and advances that we've made now, they used to actually have all these mental health issues. People's brain chemistry was not as streamlined as it is nowadays, and people had imbalances and acted strangely often, and they would put them in places like this because that's what they did back then.
I believe it's slightly more advanced from leeches and humors and all that.
From what I know is that since it's way dated back then, they put people in there even for example, a person who, I don't know, did a practice over and over with like artwork or anything of that nature, even just generic hobbies, just because they thought it was insane for them to do it. Their practices went over through almost torturistic ways of healing their patients.
Well, I'm glad I have you guys on the team, because I totally didn't pass my history courses.
I'm
I
glad.
just
I
watched
wasn't
too
really
much
interested
TV.
in that stuff.
No, I don't feel better at all. What?
I feel good about this.
No, asylum, it means a safe place. It's a place you go for safety and rest.
Yes.
Before your transfer, please follow the instructions below.
So let's see. We have the item cards face down on their space. The 4 plan cards are going to go face up. Let's flip them.
Uh-oh.
The group token goes on the day room, the area in which we arrive. Place the time token on 25 time units. And we have the mission successful and failed cards in the indicated. Laura's voice starts to be drowned out by the deafening sounds of the surrounding machines.
Your transfer will happen shortly. Be sure to note this vitally important. According to sources of dubious trustworthiness, it seems that a secret society is hiding inside the building. If the information is to take place, to do that you must locate and on location you should be able to find help. But your receptacles
It's okay. I'm pretty sure they do that on purpose, just to freak us out.
All right. So now,
They do.
the transfer. Choose a receptacle, and then we're going to place their life points on the card.
Shoo. Here's our receptacles to choose from. All right. So, I say let's go in order of the way we appear on the stream. We'll skip Oz because I think Oz, didn't you say you wanted, since you've done this before, you wanted the chat room to think about what to choose for you, right?
Yes, I know what all of the characters do. Right now, we have to pick a receptacle based off of the very limited information that is shown here. So the characters we have to pick from: Eugene Bosquet, Paralyzing Delusion; Edith Jolinois, Cannibalism; Mademoiselle Dumais, Bitter; Ferdinand Munier, Shell Shock; Vasil La Fouline, Cocaine Addict; Madeleine Dutilleux, Anxiety Attacks; Marie Berthollet, Erotomania; and Felix Bonnenfant, Paranoia.
All right. Well, I'll go.
So I'm gonna I think you guys should pick, yeah.
Yeah, I'll go first, and keep in mind as you guys are thinking about what Oz will pick that obviously the three of us will have picked maybe what you wanted for Oz. After we talked last night, I couldn't stop, because I joked about it, I couldn't stop thinking about being the cannibal. I don't know what that says about me, but so I think...
Yeah, I think it fits you.
I think that I'm going to be Edith Jolinois would be the French way, I think. I don't know French. But I said it, so that's how I'm pronouncing it. Jolinois.
Jolinois.
Yeah, so that's who I'll be. So what do I do with this card? Do I leave it here or do I take it?
Go ahead and take it, and then
Okay.
we'll flip at the same time, and then reveal what these characters do.
Okay, I put it on my area. So so that takes the cannibal out for Oz as you guys think about it. Cliff, what receptacle are you going to jump into?
No, I think I will defer my decision for our guest to have the next pick.
Okay, Paige?
Oh, I wanted to go last, but okay. All right, because I don't know. I all of them would be fun to play.
Gotta pick one.
I think I don't want to go with normally what I would normally go with, but I think I'm gonna go for Marie, because when I first saw her, I mean, look at her face. She's gorgeous.
She is beautiful.
Like, it was that or the Eugene.
Eugene Bosquet.
Oh, the Paralyzing Delusions.
Yeah.
Yep, because from what I know of that disorder is that they think that they're dead, and I think that would be fun to play with.
Yeah. He looks a little dead.
In fact, I'm gonna do that because I normally go for the flirtatious type people anyway, so I'm gonna go for this one.
All right.
Eugene
Paralyzing
Bosquet.
Delusions.
Then I think to go along with the continuity of my character choice back when we did Payday 2, I think I'll go with Vasil, the cocaine addict.
Yeah. If you guys ever watched us play Payday 2 back in the days of when we all played together, I forgot what the name of that show was, but Head Cases. Cliff has a lot of practice pretending to be a cokehead.
Wow. Okay.
So a lot of people in chat wanted me to go for the coke addict, but only because our hair matches.
Me too.
Real strong reasons there,
So-
chat.
Right?
See,
Totally.
I must actually secretly want the hair as well.
Yeah, exactly.
So chat's got to pick someone else. So we've got Bitter, Shell Shock, Anxiety Attacks, Erotomania, or Paranoia. I'm fine playing any of these. I'm excited.
I think
Ferdinand looks like an asshole Voldemort. Is what
I was gonna
Miss Fritz
say,
said.
I think the reason he looks like that is because he clearly is from military, so I'm guessing that is an
Yeah.
actual like
Like a grenade shot off
Yeah.
his nose
Yeah.
Yeah,
and
so
his
it's a
eye.
Bad experience in the Great War.
And the mustache is what makes him look like an asshole.
That's
The
fake.
That
Evil
is kind of an
curly
asshole
mustache.
mustache.
Yeah.
I think it looks good. I'm gonna be nice to these people.
All right. Everybody's
I'm
saying
saying 2 votes Paranoia.
yeah. Two votes Paranoia. Felix Bonnenfant.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Yep,
3 on
yep.
paranoia.
I'm gonna
All
say, yep, paranoia has won the vote. So there you
All
go.
right, so I will be Felix Bonnenfant.
I like Bit's comment, that's all.
Yeah, yeah.
That way I can pretend Oz loves me back.
All right. So we've done it. We've got our stuff. Choose a
All right,
receptacle, then place their life points on the card.
Yes. Okay, so first, make sure to update the overlay with our...
Yes, let me do that while you're
Keeps.
explaining whatever needs to be explained.
All right, so we're all going to flip our character cards.
Oh shit, let me get there.
and We will introduce our characters. So I know Bobby chose first, but since he's doing stuff on the stream, we'll go in reverse order of selection.
Sure, yeah.
So once you're ready, oh yeah, because you also want to zoom in on my card, right?
Yeah, which I can do. If you're starting, then I'll do it. Let's see. I think you are this number right here, and so people can look at your card while I'm doing this.
Okay, so Felix Bonnenfant. His quote is, "What? You're talking to me? Huh? Are you talking to me?" He has 1 deafness agility, 3 combat strength, 3 resistance, and he has 3 life. So if I could get 3 health points, please. On combat tests, each blank result on a die that I obtain in combat inflicts 1 point of stress on Felix, which is going to be the green. Is that green or yellow? I can't tell.
Yeah, that's green.
Green. Take a green token from the reserve and place it on Felix. When Felix has accumulated 3 stress tokens, his paranoia spikes and he attacks another agent present in the same space as himself.
Jesus.
This agent loses 1 heart. If Felix is the only agent present, he loses 1 heart to himself. Then discard the stress tokens. So this just keeps cycling.
That's a lot of stress.
Yeah. All right, so that's me.
Who's next?
Cliff?
Sure, here. All right, am I coming through?
Yep.
Okay, good. I've got Vasil La Fouline. I have no idea if I pronounced that right. Probably horribly wrong. Who cares? Vasil is addicted to cocaine. His catchphrase is, "Hey, you got any more?" He's got 2 green things, 2 yellow things, 1 red thing, 2
I see
blue
someone
skull shields, and 3 blue hearts. I think that's health.
Yep.
Let's see. He's managed to hide 3 doses, I imagine, of cocaine, without the staff noticing. Take 3 cocaine tokens and place them on this card. Before a die roll, Vasil can discard 1 or more of these tokens to roll that many additional dice. Be careful, when Vasil no longer has any tokens, he feels that absence and loses 1 health permanently.
Ooh.
Vasil can also use a dose of cocaine to help any agent regain 1 health.
Oh.
I can heal you with cocaine.
You can heal me with cocaine. You just like
But that
Medicinal.
requires me to share my cocaine with you. So, you know.
yeah.
Just like,
depends on
Here, take a bump of this.
Oh, man.
Oh.
All right, Paige, I guess that's you.
Okay. Flippity flap. I am playing Eugene. Why is my quote "Be careful with my legs"? I'm playing Eugene Bosquet. I'm guessing that's how you pronounce it. I'm sorry to anybody who actually speaks French.
We're all sorry.
Yeah.
I'm not.
I have. All right. Correct me if I'm wrong. I have 3 delusions, 3 conversations. I'm not very strong apparently. I can't fight anybody because I've got 1 punch and fist.
So the green thing at the beginning there is deafness agility.
I thought those were called delusions.
No. And the next one is
Nope.
glibness, and the next one after that, the fist, is combat strength.
I am not that strong, but that's okay. I'm fast and I can speak. I have three life and 2 blue skulls.
Yes.
And Eugene must be placed or moved to a space containing at least 1 agent. If you don't, the party loses 1 time. And yet his paralyzing beliefs disappears in combat situations where he shows an uncanny clarity.
Or a celerity.
Celerity.
Celery.
Yeah.
Thank
Uncommon
you.
celery.
I can't read. Thus, he is the only one able to flee from a locked card.
Yes. So locked cards. For everybody, a reminder: agents cannot leave a locked card without having beaten the test that's on it. So Eugene doesn't care; he can flee.
Oh.
Yeah, what's the point, man? We're all dead anyway.
All right. Interesting.
So he thinks that his legs don't work, is what the thing is? Is that what that means?
Don't know.
I think so.
So
I
paralyzing-
think that's what I'm getting.
Paralyzing delusions. I mean,
paralyzed.
you can roleplay it however you want, I suppose, but paralyzing delusions are basically you just have delusions that in one way or another convince you
think
that you are incapable of
dead.
moving. Some paralyzing delusions are delusions of, unlife. Yeah.
In
I
this
think
case, I get the flavor here too. You have to be placed or moved to a space that has 1 agent, or we lose a time trying to move you physically because you won't move.
You gotta
Right.
crawl.
Right. Okay. And then finally, mine. I need to flip mine over. That's not how you do it. I guess I'm gonna.
F.
I know. Now I'm flipping it all the way over. Okay. Here we go. It's Edith Jolinois. She suffers from cannibalism. Her quote is, "Yum, grr, yum, slurp, grr." So,
I like how you just read it and there you go. I was gonna say-
That's her quote.
there you go.
She
we go.
doesn't actually speak. She just
Yeah.
makes noises.
She just makes yummy sounds.
She looks pretty average across the board. 2 for deftness and agility, 2 glibness, and 2 combat strength. 2. I'm assuming that's
everything.
defense. Is that defense?
That's resistance.
Yeah, resistance and 2 health. Since her early days, Edith has believed that she draws her vitality from the flesh of others. Makes sense. All right, if she's the one who finishes off an enemy, Edith hurriedly eats a piece of them, thus regaining 1 health, without being able to go above her starting total of 2. So, awesome.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie, that's cool.
I cannibalize like the Forsaken in World of Warcraft. Any World of Warcraft fans out there? Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking more of like Fallout or
Well, I guess you could
Bloodborne.
become sure.
All right.
Where did my
And
card
now-
go? My card there it is. Okay.
Guys, I love these characters.
Yeah.
Right? I'm very excited. What? Huh?
You gotta get like Bobby, just go to the kitchen and get like a Slurpee and like, I don't know, something. Do you have like lunch meat? Get lunch meat.
Oh god.
I would.
All right.
Maybe I will. We'll see.
Time to travel to France.
Yay!
We're going
Oh.
to close the base, place these cards next to the board. We're going to open the next area, the day room.
I love this
So-
music. I feel like I'm going to get a baguette.
I love this. Oh, it's so
Oh,
nice
wait.
and warm, except that creepy ring girl.
Ooh.
Hold on. What happened?
We got out the
Hold on.
Hold on. I guess we, that's weird. I don't know how to return these cards back.
Just adding more.
No. I'm not. Here, let's just.
Mm.
Okay, let's just grab all of these, put them to the side, just throw them off the table.
All right.
It'll keep regenerating them.
Oh god, you did that beautifully. Eh.
Okay. Here you go. Day room.
Oh, it's so lovely. Again, except with that creepy ring girl painting. I bet she's painting that well. Look at that plague doctor guy with his boxers. Oh,
All right.
I just want to draw that.
You find yourself in the day room of an asylum. It's the end of the afternoon. The room is calm, with a gramophone filling the place with sweet music. The low sun illuminates all with an amber light. The nurse in charge of the hall stands near the door. Behind her, a man is very focused on his chessboard. In the background, enjoying the light of the large windows, a young woman paints frantically. She throws you furtive, disturbed glances. Sitting in the corner of the room, a man gives you a slight wave.
Aw, he's so friendly.
This place is bizarre. So as a reminder, for our audience, we, the agents, have telepathic communication. And so we're able to keep talking to each other. However, our receptacles are sort of out of our control. Like, we can give them, like, for example, like, we give them ideas of what to do when we try and push them along. But ultimately, you know, the cannibal is going to cannibalize. The paranoia person's going to be paranoid. Paige's character is not going to just start up and walking. Like, we do have to deal with the inherent things of these characters, and that's kind of what keeps the timeline stable. Is that we don't have direct. They don't change automatically and create problems in the continuity of the timeline. So, with that said, we all get to place our agent, our receptacle, on any space that we wish, and we can explore it. So you guys decide what you would like to explore first.
All right.
Audience can also give some ideas to me. Or rather, you guys could also give me ideas what you would want the paranoid person to go explore.
Remind me what we normally set the stream boss to, because it wasn't set at the beginning.
750?
750?
Or 500.
I thought 500, so I'm going with 500.
500.
All right, there we go. Sorry about that. All right, so I guess we have to figure out what's going on. Oh, sorry. It's really distracting being in this receptacle. She's got some strange desires. Let me just put it that way.
Yeah, you chose a real prize of a receptacle there.
I didn't. Did I choose? Oh.
Just.
It seems nice.
I bet you can convince her to do something.
No, I'm totally in control. I just. What?
I know what you mean. I've got these cravings as well. This need.
Yeah, I'm gonna just try not to think about it. Let's go see what that pleasant girl over there is painting. Maybe that'll take my mind off of this. If she's painting something, I'll go take a look.
You call her pleasant. If you call her pleasant, I don't want to know what you call anybody else in this place.
So I'll head over there.
I don't really want to talk to anybody. Something. People. I don't know. Something doesn't feel right.
I don't feel like I can move, guys.
I think I'm gonna go talk to this doctor-looking person. They might have some cocaine. I mean, clues.
Cocaine?
Did I say cocaine? I meant clues. Clues. They probably know something useful. Do you think they might have any cocaine?
Oh, who knows? So,
Paige,
I'm gonna go over
is there
here.
something?
Paige, what's going on?
Is there?
I don't know,
You don't seem to be moving.
Yeah, it's. I just can't. I don't know. It's like my legs don't work, even though there's nothing wrong with them.
Well, we gotta act normal. We gotta be doing something.
Ah, jeez.
You can come with me.
This isn't so bad. This is nice.
All right.
Peaceful. They seem friendly.
Something just feels weird already.
It could
Of course
just be
it's weird. We're in another time and place.
Yeah, it could just be the side effects of traveling too.
I think it would be bizarre if you felt this seemed familiar.
Yeah. Right. So what do we do now? We're
going to
over.
flip the card. Yeah, we're going to flip the card that we're on, and we'll resolve from left to right.
Okay.
We'll read what the cards are left to right, and then we'll decide what our actions are going to be.
Okay.
So starting with B.
So I flip that because I'm on that one.
Correct.
Do
So this is
it.
affecting just you, Cliff.
All right. You aren't going to ask me the day's schedule again, are you? It's the same every day. For the moment, you can take advantage of the day room and of the promenade. Then you'll head back to your dormitory at the end of the day. If you want to look for me later, I'll be in the infirmary. My name's Josephina. That's all well and good. Do you have any cocaine? I mean, do you know what's happening here? Besides the schedule, that is. I'm not sure what any of that means besides just the text of the lady talking to.
Well, that means there's no test, right?
Right. Josephine, she looks. Darling, I'm quite busy. I don't know what exactly you want. I'll be in the infirmary.
Yes, I'm here to see what things are happening that are unusual. Have you seen any signs of secret societies? Also, I'm going to need all your cocaine.
She raises her eyebrow and what is the nurse thing to say in this situation?
I don't think that's good for you, Mr. So-and-so. You are very on a strict medical diet. Because if he's addicted to cocaine, they're trying to cure this. They wouldn't give it to him willingly.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Calm
what I
down.
think
Sit down. Remember your therapy. There's some nice books in the corner. You can read some of those.
I'm here in this asylum because I'm a cocaine addict, correct? Therefore, it would be cruel for you to deny me that which I need and am in the asylum for.
Right now, it is activity time, and that's what I need you to be doing. We will have meal time later.
Well, I wander off and just mutter to myself, well, this one's completely.
All right. Next.
So do we just go straight to room D then?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, because nobody interacted with C.
All right. Ooh, okay. So here we go. Me and Agent Paige go up to the painting lady. As you approach her, the young lady becomes totally absorbed by her strange painting and pays no attention to you. Hello. What are you painting there? Whoa, what is that? Oh,
that looks like a chimera.
Southeast, then clockwise. There seem to be instructions. Are those molecules on your painting? That's an interesting painting. Can you hear me? I don't think she can hear me. I shouldn't call you this anymore. Eugene. I don't think she's listening. Oh, my stomach is rumbling.
She's probably just distracted. And I will attempt to, like, I guess, like, poke her arm.
She seems to ignore you.
Do you know when mealtime is and what we eat? Oh, I'm sure it's not people. I didn't. What? I don't think she's listening. Can we here? And I get behind Eugene and wheel Eugene in a different direction.
Let's go over to the guy who's waved at us.
All right.
And then on my end here, take item 22. I see Felix approaches the piano, side-eyeing this weirdo in the mask, and sees a newspaper below a portrait on a piano, and he's going to go ahead and pick that up. So let me search through the item deck.
Item 22.
All right. Oops. Okay. Item 22. It's a newspaper.
Indeed.
Le Siècle. Let's see. I have to like tilt my head because I can't. The Humbert trial. Supreme Court of the Seine District. First audience. The opening of a sensational case. composition of the audience room, the entrance of the accused makes a splash. First interrogations, Ms. Humbert claims it's kind of pixelated, the existence of her inheritances. She'll speak, she says, when it's time. Frederick Humbert details his participation in the affair. He energetically defends his father's memory. The audience seemed to be rather entertained. The hearing is delayed until Monday. And then the crazies from Beauregard. It's now been over a week since 5 lunatics, inmates at the Beauregard Asylum, have been declared missing.
Uh-oh.
According to police, the investigations are ongoing, and the theory of an escape is probable. Guys, it's weird.
Yes.
You want to know what's weirder? Is that I had no prior training to read French, and yet this is completely English to me.
Yeah. That's the weird part. We just traveled through time.
We just know French. I've never...
Yeah, sorry. Distracted as always.
All right, so some people
Maybe
escaped
there's-
from the asylum. Maybe that's a clue or something.
Is that where we are? That's the name of the asylum mentioned in our briefing, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yes. That must be where we are.
All right. So, our actions that we can take after we reveal the cards are do a test. None of these cards have a test on it. Move, or do nothing.
Well, I've already me and yeah, exactly. Me and Eugene have already begun moving. I'm wheeling Eugene over to I want to find someone talkative. There's someone with stuff in his ears. That doesn't sound any easier to talk to than this painting lady, so I think we're going to go talk to the Birdman.
All right. And then I will move to this weirdo playing chess. So now that we've all taken our actions, we tick the time unit on the time tracker by 1. So it puts us at 24 time units left.
Got it.
All right. Flip the cards that we're no longer on. And let's begin this next thing. So, who is pink? Cliff, right?
Yep, that's me.
Vasil. All right. I have this like desire to just evade this person in the mask and just circumvent the crazy person painting, and I go towards something like chess where I can foresee people's moves and try and beat them at it and approach Vasil La Fouline.
Are you doing okay?
What? Are you talking to me?
Yeah, you seem really agitated or nervous. I know one of us can't seem to walk. I have this fixation with cocaine, I guess. I've never tried it before, but apparently I have some, and I really, really don't want to run out. And,
no, I just feel really scared, on edge, like everyone's out to get me.
It's okay, man. I'm right here. I'm right here. We were together in training. Just focus. We can do this. Let's go see if this weird guy over here has any cocaine. I mean, knows anything.
As you come closer to the man, you hear him mutter, "I might be crazy, but I won't let myself be taken." Once you're by his side, he begins to shout at you. "They've taken the crazies! All of the crazies! They've even said the bishops were crazy! Only the tears of the manticore could have saved them! They've taken the crazies!" After looking at the game board, you realize that all of the bishops are missing.
That lady was drawing a manticore. Or a chimera. They're pretty much the both same thing, right? Chimeras have different tails. That is a manticore. No, because chimeras have lion tails, I think. Manticores have scorpion tails, and that has scorpion.
Yeah, I thought it was distinctly a manticore.
Yep.
Okay.
Interesting.
Trying to like get this centered. There you go. All right. This guy's freaking me out. I can't look at it anymore. I turn around.
Relax.
Make him stop. Just make him
weird.
stop talking.
How do I do that?
I don't know. I don't want to be in this room anymore, man.
Well, we can go to the promenade. Lady Josephina, she said we can go to the promenade. Maybe it's we
Okay.
can find something else there.
I like that idea.
There doesn't seem to be anything in this room that I'm interested in.
Yeah. Let's see. Let's try and get them over. All right.
All right.
Flip your card.
Flip it. You want to read it this time, Paige?
Well, I flipped it again. I'm sorry. Yeah, sure. This guy looks friendly. Do you know what I know? I'm the one who knows. I'm not crazy. The other ones are crazy. Is it a conspiracy? I know everything. I know you're going to save us. Here, I managed to steal this from them. Take item 24.
Yeah. Search this deck. So right click, search the item deck and find item 24 up here.
Oh. Boop. Search. Do I just... Oh, shit. Okay. No, this one. 24.
That's right.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
That's item
go away,
6.
Search. How do I get the search thing away?
I don't know, but that's item 6. Hold on.
Oh. Okay. 24. Why is that... Why are they all labeled wrong?
What?
24. Well, because it says 7 below, but then the card says 24. Here we go. 24. Go away, search bar!
Press
X
escape
out of
or
it.
something.
There's a little X
Or an X button.
There isn't an X button.
on the right.
Oh, I found it.
There you go.
I'm going insane.
This week on Paige Learns Computers.
Oh, it's a key. A rather well-made key received from the patient in the day room.
Ooh.
Oh. I'm gonna thank the man and compliment his mask.
How did he know that we're gonna save them?
Maybe one of us... Here's a thing that I could think of. Maybe one of us ends up becoming a different receptacle. Maybe he already met the receptacle that gave him the advice.
Oh, jeez.
Hey, I saw that guy gave you something. Was it cocaine by any chance?
No, I don't think you should take cocaine. It was a key.
It was a key.
I'm fairly certain that it's extremely important that I don't run out of cocaine. That's about the only thing I know for sure in this place.
All right, maybe that key
Why
will
would
be
he give
helpful.
you a key? Why would he give you a key? That doesn't make any sense. I don't trust that
Maybe.
guy.
He thinks that we can help him, that we're here to save them. My theory is that, well, one of us already told him in a different person.
That's not possible. This is our first time in this timeline. You're implying some kind of loop that already existed.
He's just a crazy person. It doesn't matter, and he doesn't have any cocaine.
It matters. He's a person. If he truly thinks that we can save them, then I think we should at least follow that. There's nothing else that I can go off of in this room except that the manticore and something about southeast and turning clockwise. And now we have a key. Maybe I'm just a little trustworthy, but
The key certainly does infer the existence of a lock that it may certainly come in handy.
I'll hold on to it.
I wouldn't put too much weight behind anything else he might have said, but perhaps it's something useful.
Maybe it's to the kitchen. I am so hungry.
Well,
Yeah, you
Josephina
keep,
said that dinner is later, but we can go to the promenade if we want.
You keep sniffing me, and I don't quite appreciate it.
Your leg is glistening.
Don't touch my legs. Don't
No, it's
touch my
not.
legs.
So our action is going to be do nothing. So time unit ticks. We're at 23 time units, and I think we're agreed that we have nothing left to do in this room, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So where do you guys want to go next?
So the nurse said that we were allowed to go to the promenade. Let's not try to stir up any trouble yet. Let's go where we're allowed to go, you know?
Never eat sour waffles.
At
Oh, there's
least
a compass
until
on
we-
there.
At least until we get a good idea of things. And the promenade and the dormitory are both somewhat southeast of this place. So,
Yeah, exactly.
um,
Well, let's go to the promenade. If it's open, like I said, I don't want to cause any trouble just yet.
All right.
Especially,
promenade it is.
I feel like I can't run if I could.
By the way-
Excuse me.
Got you.
By the way,
Excuse
chat
me,
room,
Miss
chat room.
Josephina.
At any point, if you anticipate that we're going to be going somewhere and you have a suggestion for where we go, feel free to let us know. We take suggestions
Yeah, we're watching chat. Feel
Yeah.
free to give us some ideas.
and commentary. Right now, I think we're headed to the promenade. Yeah.
We're
Alright.
going to go to the promenade now. I say to her as I walk out in
All right, so
Kind
let's
of
remove our
watch-
pieces.
awkwardly as I'm passing out of the room to see if she's going to do something.
If anybody wants to trade items right now, because we're transitioning, and
Yes,
that's
yeah.
another thing, we have to roll the time captain die. So,
Do any of you have cocaine?
Hold on, don't roll it yet.
You should give it to me to hold on to.
All right.
No,
I
I
haven't
think
seen
you
any.
use it, and I don't have any.
So to represent the amount of time it takes to move from location to location, there is the time captain die. So I'm going to roll it, and that's going to tick additional time off of our time meter. Could be a value from 1 to 3. So let's find out.
Good one.
3.
Good job.
I can't figure
That
out
puts
this.
us at
It was my
20
legs.
times.
I'm sorry. I'm so
That's
sorry.
what it is.
It's
I
my legs.
can't figure out this wheelchair. It's not moving. What is? Oh, there's a brake. Apparently, I must have kicked that earlier.
Yeah, can you not?
How do you
So-
turn it on?
That's
Yeah.
well. That was the first 2 minutes I spent with this thing.
Where's the engine?
Guys, stop! That's my legs. Stop. All right, let me figure this out. Deep breaths.
Is it
Eugene,
completely
deep
manual power and control?
breaths. Deep breaths, Eugene. Just
Your
take your time.
your legs are so supple and meaty. And you
Don't listen to
said you
her.
can't feel them, right?
Take your time. Just touch the wheel and move, and then that's when he'll start moving.
And we arrive at the promenade.
Ding dong.
Promenade,
Despite the
I believe,
glaring
means to walk, so it should be a hallway or something, or maybe a room we're allowed to walk around in.
That's going to be a problem. Glance. Side glance. Despite the glaring sun, the wind whips at your faces and the cold chills your bones. The yard is surrounded by walls high enough to drive any thought of breaking out from your mind. To your left, on a small patch of grass specially set up for it, 3 people seem to have just finished a croquet game. In the back of the yard, a large gate is guarded by 2 watchmen, and through it you can spy a park and its tree-bordered paths. And to your right, near a wall, a patient in a tuxedo spins around, improvising some short choreography.
I'm singing in the rain.
In the rain.
Yep. That's what it looks
That
like.
that movie didn't come out yet, but yes,
Yeah.
Inspired
you can
by.
see the future. Yeah. Singing in the Rain was inspired by this guy.
Mm.
By this
So,
insane guy.
what's up with the E, F, and G locations?
So these are locked locations, or rather, sorry, not locked. They are. I forgot the terminology, but basically, we can't. We don't have access to those cards until we find these specific tokens in our explorations.
Got it. All right.
So-
where do you want to head to next, Eugene?
I kind of want to go to those bodyguards and or the people playing croquet. Though I don't think I could play.
That guy holding that croquet mallet. They look really mean.
Yeah, I don't want to go over there.
What's our story if we go talk to these people at the gate?
I kind of want to know what's going on with that escapees.
Oh yeah. Okay.
All right, so you want me to go to talk to those Croquet guys?
Yeah.
Okay.
Deep
that's fine.
breaths.
You're the biggest one of us.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
I could kick their ass, right? I think.
Do you
Just
want me to come with you?
No, I don't know. I mean, maybe you should talk. If I need your help, I'll give a holler, I guess.
Okay, I think that one fellow over there seems the most likely out of all these to have what I'm interested in. I'm gonna go over that way.
Yeah, he does look like he's on something.
Yeah, he does.
All right, so let's start flipping cards left to right. So starting with me. One of the 3 Croquet players greets you and invites you to come play with them under the unwavering gaze of the nearby watchman. Hey, there you are. How about a quick game?
Hey,
If
there you
want to
are.
join them- hey.
How about a quick
You wanna
game?
join
She.
If I want to join them in a game, 4 shields, and I have to use deafness, agility. If I pass the test, I immediately reveal card F, because it's the same
okay.
state token. So
How's your
my
deafness agility?
1.
Not good. Is it even possible?
It would take me more time to win.
It might be worth it because it unlocks another area, but if you don't have a way to boost it, it might be better to have someone else come by and try it. Who
I
else
have
is good at
lots of
deafness?
Agility. I'm good at agility stuff.
The cokehead is. You're not good at agility right now, are you? Or are you?
I have
Oh, there's no rule that says you can't take those tests. That's right.
Yeah, I think what we have to remember is even though Eugene is probably in a wheelchair, his legs work. He
Right.
just thinks that they
He just
don't.
has periodic delusions. I just have to wheel you from place to place because, of course, when we're walking across the courtyard, that's when you think you're paralyzed.
I'm
He shows-
sorry.
Yeah, in combat situations, he shows a common celerity. So he just literally just
Books it.
jumps out of the wheelchair and runs.
Yep.
And then later he's like, "Oh my god, my legs, they don't work.
Yep.
they don't
Pretty
work."
much. So that's probably why he has agilities, because
Yeah. All right, so next week, because we don't resolve any of this until we flip them all over, right?
Correct. Although I'm gonna set the shields down anyway,
Good.
Yeah,
Good call.
for it.
since that would be the test. So
While you're doing that, I'll go ahead and flip ours over and do that. All right, so we walk up. Through the bars of the gate, you can see the park's paths. The gate is locked, and the 2 guards are keeping an eye on you. But perhaps with a bit of glibness, who knows? Holy shite!
If you own 6 keys, you can persuade the guards.
no, key number 6.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Oh,
If
we
you
don't-
own key number 6, you can persuade the guards and you can obtain item number 9. I have a key, but I don't want to show them that.
It's not number 6. It's number 24.
Yeah.
So
So that is not
does
the
that mean we
correct
have
key.
to have key 6 in order to make this test? That's a really big number 7.
If you own key 6 and you can persuade the guards, you obtain
Oh,
item
okay,
9.
so
But
there's
since we
nothing
don't
we can
have
do.
the key, we can't do this test. Like, there's
Yeah.
no point in doing this test.
I see.
Exactly.
Okay. So, hey there, or that's not me. Hi, sirs. Just walking around the courtyard. It's a good day today, isn't it?
Actually, we don't need these.
We're watching you. Just keep your distance.
Okay, I can't. Do you know when dinner is? I'm very hungry.
They both look very nervous and look at each other and kind of tighten their hands around their truncheons.
And then I remember, and I say, "Oh yeah, you probably know. Yeah, I'm real hungry right now." Next.
Best you move along,
like-
miss.
Mm.
And don't stand too close to any of the others.
All right, I guess that's you, Cliff. Flip your card.
I'm singing on this lamppost. Just singing on this lamppost.
It really is.
As you approach, the man becomes more animated. Shh, it's Moonstep. I'm with you. I'm an undercover agent. I found a way to activate a fault, but I lost the artifact required. If you find it, come back to see me. If you own item 4, you can immediately reveal
Card
the thing that means.
Card E matches.
Wait a minute.
Did you,
So,
he
did
said
you
he's-
guys know that there were going to be other agents here?
He's gonna activate a fault. Aren't we supposed to prevent faults?
Maybe activating this fault will prevent a different fault?
No, I think we just. I don't know. Do you have any cocaine? No? Okay.
I don't need cocaine. I have dancing.
That's fine. Then you can
Step,
just give me
moon
yours.
Step.
It's Gene Kelly.
He does a
Ooh,
tap
sugar.
routine. Ah. Thank you. Thank you.
I
Tips-
clap.
You just took all the cocaine, didn't you? I'm not gonna find any here either.
All right, so now we all get to take our actions. We can do a test, move, or do nothing. Do you guys want to help me in this croquet game?
Yeah,
Sure.
I think I'm gonna move over there. Oh, we're all going
Right,
over
so-
here.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and say, as long as there's nothing up for grabs, I guess. We'll just play for fun. Yeah, sure. I'll try this, and I grab this croquet mallet, and I don't really know what to do with it, but I see a ball, and I'm like, yeah. Okay, I roll one die.
No, hold on. let me-
You got this.
Ooh. You got this. We got this together.
You can do it.
Okay,
It's a.
2.
Nice.
Two
Like that?
smackaroos.
There, good. Is that good?
That is
It
good.
looks good.
That was a good hit.
Huh. I think I got the hang of this. All right. So now we've all taken our actions. We're going to take time. We have 19 time units left.
Uh-oh.
All right. So who wants to finish off the croquet game?
Kind of like
Oh.
to take a crack at it.
Go for it, man.
I'm going to step up and, I bet you if I took some cocaine, I would do better at this. But I don't have very much. What do you think? I feel like I should hang on to it so I don't run out, but I also really think it might be a good idea to take some right now.
I mean, I could give it a shot.
You have cocaine I can...
No, I meant like you could save your cocaine, and then I could.
Yeah,
arms
Eugene likes to stand up sometimes.
Oh,
What's
okay.
what's your character's name? Shut up, Clarice. Or
Edith.
Edith.
Clarice.
Shut up, Edith. Shut up, Edith.
I'm not bitter about wheeling you around at all.
Alright, well, at least you have legs that work, alright? Fuck you.
Whoa.
Well,
Listen.
if you seem to be working, why don't you just give it a shot then? I'll hang back and save my stash.
I'll give it a good swing.
He literally just like stands up from his wheelchair, takes the
Yep.
swing, and then
Yeah,
falls
pretty
back
much.
into the wheelchair.
Pretty much.
Oh, my legs.
Alright, I am rolling 3. I got 1 skull.
Yeah.
Oh,
Three
it's a
things.
hole in whatever that was. That's a winning blow, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
A touchdown or whatever.
I don't think you call croquet a touchdown.
Is the
right,
skull
we
a bad thing
immediately
in this
reveal-
situation?
No, because there were no skulls in the test.
Okay.
It's not a deadly test.
Okay. Well, I mean, it's
All
a
right,
croquet
so-
mallet. Could be.
They're not trying to attack you with it. All right, so we revealed this card. Let's see what's up.
Oh.
Oh shit.
Whoa!
You crush your opponents, who don't seem to like that very much. In frustration, one of them smacks his mallet right into his neighbor's head. Within a few seconds, the scene degenerates into a... Take item 20.
Alright.
What's happening? What are you doing? Why are you doing that?
This is all your fault! How can you do that? Bam.
I will
My
put
fault.
wheel in my wheelchair. That or in this case, I'll just book it.
Some blood
I need-
splatters onto Edith's face, and she wipes it off and licks it. And takes a
Edith,
deep,
I don't like you.
uncomfortable breath.
I don't
What?
like you.
Don't do
Edith.
that! That's not sanitary.
I don't want to, but I do.
Lippity flap. Oh, croquet mallet. Can I
A
just
croquet
walk
mallet,
around with
yeah.
this? How many items
Yes.
can I have?
There is no limit to the number of items you can carry.
Cool.
So this is a croquet mallet recovered. During a combat roll, the owner of the mallet can roll 1 extra die. Flip this card under your receptacle to show that only the mallet, so that only the mallet is showing, or basically so that you can. Yeah, so you don't have to do that, but what matters is that +1 fight that you can see on the top there. So if you rotate the card and just maybe put it on top of your character, like that shows that that's the weapon that you're carrying.
I see.
So like that.
Sorry, I was trying to rotate it and then you grabbed it away from me. Alright,
Sorry,
thank you.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So that would be the mallet. All right, so that's basically it for us. We spent the time unit watching that happen.
Sounds good. Well, you know what? I think right now is a good time for a break. Our first break for the night, and we will we can discuss the chat. We can discuss with the chat during our break, and during the break what we're gonna do next, because we're kind of like, you know, trying to figure out where to go. We're at sort of an impasse. We need to find some things.
I want to go to the southeast. That's where I want to go.
Yes, that does sound wise.
All right, well.
Nothing else bound seems to lead us in any other direction, so why not head to the dormitory and see?
Why not? All right, so
Out of character. Can you guys see my cat?
Nope.
There.
Yes.
I
She's
can't.
Right there.
Oh, right there, yeah.
Oh.
She wants a
That looks like a cat that I used to live with. His name was Walt.
Hi, honey bunny.
All right, well, we're gonna be.
That's such a cute name.
Well, his name was actually Planet of the Apes, but it was pronounced Walt.
Oh. That makes complete sense. Kind of reminds me of there's this TV show on Netflix called Big Mouth, and there's a dog in it called featuring Ludacris.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. All right, well, we're gonna be back. We're gonna take a quick 5-minute break, guys. We have the stream boss set up, so feel free to remember subscribe if you haven't already subscribed, follows if you haven't done that, or cheering and donating also does damage to the stream boss, and we have a tradition where we like to have a new stream boss at the end of every break, and so that we get to come back with an exciting wheel spin. We haven't spun it yet, and I'd like to be able to do that. So we'll be right back in 5 minutes, and enjoy the break.